It's the story of a drug dealer or trafficker who lives in Brooklyn and is sort of trying to lead a kind of quiet, hidden life, whose wife is kidnapped and returned to him in, we'll say, a less than whole condition after he pays the ransom. And he hires Matt Scudder, character played by Liam, to find the men who did it and basically bring them to him so that he can exact his revenge. He's very pragmatic and practical, and I don't think he's not a dark human in terms of who he is, but he sort of navigates these very dark places and works for very dark people. And he doesn't always, in a lot of the books, and in this one certainly, he doesn't always do the sort of legal thing, but he always does the just thing. He's a guy who can't help when you put the camera on him. He looks like there's a lot going on. He has a really deep inner life all the time. And I think ultimately for me, Scudder isn't so much dark as he is, there's a lot of regret, and he's a very sad, soulful guy. And I think that Liam really brought that kind of weight to him, and I think that helps a lot. So it doesn't just become, he's not sort of an action figure. He's not a superhero. He's afraid in this story. He's overwhelmed. I think that's much more interesting than him being the sort of superhero type character that he might have done in other movies. The good thing about the books is that everybody lives in the gray area. Nobody's all good or all bad, including Scudder. Everybody is sort of a combination of both. And Kenny he's a drug dealer. His job is not anything that you can defend in any way, shape, or form. But you still somehow feel sympathy for this guy, and I think that's really interesting. And I like characters like that. I like taking risks with characters like that because I think they're not as predictable. And he ends up, in a way, paying for the life that he led in a sort of different and surprising way.